We are back here on Girl Talk. I have a new friend. Hello, Claudette Stewart. It's very nice to meet you from ROC Dentistry. We're talking about what it really means to be a practice manager. And you said you've worked for Dr. Matt 3 years?
Just over 3 years.
But you're a dental assistant too. Is that an advantage for you, kind of managing the practice?
I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell me why. What advantage do you think it gives you?
Having an understanding of what is actually happening in the back, what the doctor is doing, what the assistants are responsible for, and what they are doing.
And I would think if I called you as a patient, because you're a dental assistant, you would have a pretty good indication of what I was experiencing as far as managing time and, how long.
Yes.
Has COVID or the pandemic impacted the practice? And if so, how do you sort of make accommodations for all of that? Because I still go to the dentist. You got to go to the dentist.
Yes. As far as like the PPE and stuff,
right?
We've been wearing PPE for a long time.
Okay.
So, and maybe upping it just a tiny bit, but not so much because you were always doing that. For patients, trying to get the correct flow of them coming in and out, limiting their time in the front office.
Okay.
Getting them back to their chairs.
I never thought about that. That makes sense, though. It really does.
Yeah.
Let me ask you just some practical questions about the practice.
Okay.
Things like, how do I become a patient? What about emergencies? Do you mind talking insurance costs, things like that? And actually, what kind of dentistry do you all practice overall?
So one of the things that
How's that for 10 questions all
at
once?
One of the things that I really appreciate and enjoy about working at ROC Dental is Dr. Mastroianni is about the health of your whole mouth.
Okay.
So as far as new patients go, we always schedule our new patients for a 1-hour new patient comprehensive exam.
Oh, wow.
So and Dr. Matt, he schedules that so that it's kind of the only thing that he's doing during that time.
Got it.
So we have certain
He's focused.
time. Exactly. So when you come in, he's going to chart everything in your mouth as it exists so that we know how you walked into the practice.
So you have a baseline, I guess is the best way to say that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Get all your x-rays. If you have recent x-rays, they can be imported in, transferred in, but he'll want all x-rays so that he can check everything in your mouth, do a thorough exam. And create a treatment plan if you need one or if you don't. And, and then we work with the patients and what they're comfortable with moving forward, but there's always a clear understanding of what they need.
Oh, that's huge.
I think so too. They're really discovering how important your
mouth health is. I mean,
yes.
I've had people talk about heart disease and things like that, and paying attention to your teeth and your mouth and oral hygiene is huge.
It really is, and it's starting to, people are starting to understand and link those things together. And then at the second appointment, you would go into a cleaning. If that's all you ever need, you would just come every 6 months and once a year see the doctor.
Oh, that's one. Now, do you see all ages?
We do. We don't see a lot of children, but we can, and we do if they're comfortable, Do
you all do orthodontics too, Invisaligns, things like that?
We do Invisalign.
Yay.
Yes, Dr. Matt does Invisalign.
And then cosmetic
Absolutely,
dentistry?
yes. Full mouth. We do everything from one crown to full mouth reconstruction.
I love it.
Yes.
We're out of time. We've had 20 minutes to chat before we taped, catching up and revisiting, which has been fun. And 5 minutes now goes pretty darn quick when we're talking about business. But I really appreciate you coming. You got to come back again because it's really interesting to talk about all this. And I think, the more educated we are about dentistry, the more we know about mouth health.
I would. We didn't even get to insurance.
Oh, to be continued. Claudette, thank you. Stay with us. We'll be right back.